Older.
Greetings and salutations. Welcome back to Kia and Cole Again Fit. I am Kia
I'm Coley.
with the one glove. Um,
One
I know
glove.
it's
Yeah.
been one glove, one. Okay, minute. Anyway,
Lucky just to
the
have to.
I
Man,
know
I
it's
know.
been 5.5 years. You look back at it, you know what life happened. So many things
Life.
have happened, and yet we're still here.
And today
Um,
it is January 2026.
26. Yes.
And we will
I
be
hope to get this
celebrating.
video up probably. I may be later today or early
Okay.
tomorrow.
Okay.
Um, Honestly, I this year, man, I am hyped. Like I am
I got a lot of
feeling
good things.
so. I mean, I'm feeling so good. I think that's why I'm like, okay,
All
let's
right.
see who else wants to do this with me.
Okay.
Because, and I'll, well, pull me back if I feel like I'm going too far. So
Okay.
I was,
Now
the
you
new year
asking me to
started.
do that? Hold
I
on a
know,
second.
like,
Okay. All right, go for it.
everybody needs an
Let's
editor.
hear it.
The new year started, and like for me, because our birthday is in January, the time from the calendar new year to our birthday is like, a time of reflection,
hmm
right? And one of the mastermind groups I'm a part of, he mentioned a couple of years ago that the second Friday of January is dubbed Quitters Day, where people just give up on their health and wellness, their fitness, New Year's resolutions.
hmm
And I found myself um, post Quitters Day. Not that I had quit, 'cause I don't particularly do like New Year's resolutions. Like this is the year. I mean, I Dreamcast and those. And this year I did actually did a vision board, which I had a lot
hmm
around like personal well being, and I keep seeing it every time I'm in my office.
Yay.
And I was thinking, man, I'm not really doing anything like intentional around like getting my weight down. And
Okay.
I have done 12-week programs where um, you're putting your food in containers, you're drinking shakes and you're working
hmm
out and all
Okay.
this jazz. And I'm currently
How'd that
find
work
myself
out
like
for you?
it did. I mean, over the course of the 6 weeks, I mean, 12 weeks, the first time I want to say I lost maybe 70 pounds. The
Okay.
second time, maybe 40. I
Impressive.
don't know. Like each time, I, I hadn't committed. I'm just saying, like, I
Okay.
was just kind of like, if I could check off a box, which is cool. Like sometimes you just need to be able to check off a box, right?
Right.
And
They can be
just a lot.
gratifying.
Right, it can be extremely gratifying. But it came to the point where it was so many freaking boxes.
Right.
It was, and I am in a season where I just want to simplify.
Okay.
And much like many people our age, I was scrolling and I came across a video that was talking about a plan to lose weight. Right?
hmm
Okay. And I was like, okay, I listened to it a couple of times. I pulled up my notebook. I started writing things down. But when the calculations turned to calculus, I'm being facetious when I say that, but like it was like, the first 3 days you do this, and the next 4 days you do that, and all. As I
That
started
is
writing down, I was like, this is the opposite of simple.
right.
Like
That's a lot
I
more
still
complexity than I need myself.
right,
So yeah.
exactly, and like I was trying to get away from complexity, not going back to the program that I did before.
hmm
That was, a shake and my food in specific containers. I still got the containers.
Okay.
Um, so I mean, I have
Oh
all the
yeah, I've seen
material,
them.
but just yeah, right, right. And it just I was not drawn to go back to that. I really once wanted something even more simple. And I
Right.
happened across someone's feed where they're talking about being getting your body into ketosis,
hmm
and I have a friend. She doesn't even know that she inspired me, but this was last year, May. We were
Mm-hmm.
at a volunteer event, and one of the organizers sent lunch, and it was cold cuts. And I don't know if you
Mm-hmm.
know this, but like most cold cuts have some level of sugar in them, unless they're
Right.
specifically done not to whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And she declined. She's like, no, I'll go find something else to eat. I don't eat meat laced with sugar.
Mm-hmm.
And that one little seed is what made the keto plan itself resonate with me, right?
Okay.
And so I came across this plan, and then I was looking at it. It was very simple and straightforward. There were a couple of modifications to encourage rapid weight loss up front.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had a conversation with a friend who is a doctorate in nutrition, made some modifications, and the sugar-free energy reset is born,
Okay.
literally. Okay, and so I'm doing it right now. I feel amazing, and maybe
Okay.
it's because I'm not eating processed junk.
Mm-hmm.
I've known for a few years now that me and bread um
Do not get along.
have to we have to keep it light. We
Right.
cannot be regular. We can't we I cannot regularly consume bread for optimum health. I have experiencing a significant amount of inflammation, like in my joints, like for months. I couldn't even get my wedding ring off.
Oh
And
wow.
last week I was able to do that because the inflammation in my knuckles had gone down. And mind you,
Woo!
I am a
Good
person. I was
job.
telling my husband the other day, I was like, no matter how big I've gotten, my hands, I've always been able to, you've always been able to see
See the veins on the
the
back of
veins
your
in my
hand.
hand, the veins in my hand, the tendons in my hand. I don't carry my weight in my hands.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so for the fact that, and I mean, even though I've gone from 400 pounds down, I think the lightest I've been in my marriage might have been 230, 230
Mm-hmm.
pounds, and still kept the same size wedding ring. I've never had to
Okay.
have my ring sized,
Okay.
other than the
You don't
tightness
have
around my
meaty knuckles.
yeah, other than tightness, other than that, again, inflammation in my knuckles kept me from
Uh-huh.
being able to wear it for several months. And then one day I was like, I'm doing good.
Mm-hmm.
I got it on. I'm
Woo!
not worried about getting it off at the point. It moves around, but it's not tight or anything like that, so I'm good.
Good, good.
And so I so I'm sure you're curious, like, okay, Nakia, like, what's the whole deal, right? Okay. So we mentioned sugar. So there are studies upon studies upon studies that talk about how addicting sugar can be,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yes.
Like they've done studies with lab animals and with people
Mm-hmm.
over the preference over sugar in quantities that would harm you over things that are not laced with sugar. And so
Right.
this program uh, looks to avoid and remove added sugar. So it's
Mm-hmm.
not like
You
traditional
will still
keto
get
where
sugar. Yeah.
right, it's not like traditional keto where you don't eat any fruit at all. Because
Mm-hmm.
well, I mean, whatever. You do eat some fruit in keto, but anyway, you can still have
Let's
oranges,
talk
you can
about
still
what
have
how this
grapefruit, you can
works.
still have
Yeah.
yeah, you can
Yeah.
still have apples, you can have berries.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Oh, great.
and when you're
Oh,
looking at
I
say that
love
again,
berries. I love
I know.
berries.
I,
I
I love
smashed
berries, I
me
love grapefruit.
a quart of blueberries. Good poops.
My current hyperfixation food is a diced apple, celery, red onion salad with a sugar-free Dijon vinaigrette situation.
Okay. Mine is diced turkey beasts with green peppers and onions. Um and then over whatever lettuce greens I have, sometimes cabbage, sometimes romaine or whatever. But I've been enjoying that. And so yeah. So the sugar-free reset sounds like the dietary paradigm from Colon Chronicles 2016.
Okay, cool.
My
Awesome.
life.
All right. So there's
However,
that.
yeah.
However,
And it,
continue,
yeah,
please.
I mean, it includes journaling. What I did was I initially, okay, I'm going to write down everything I eat, and I promised myself I'm going to be honest about the things that I ate. And so then, in keeping that promise, I started to write about my emotions associated with the food. So then I got to connect that I'm an emotional eater. So, okay, we need to fast. So we started fasting from food and had some unfortunate results as far as that's concerned because I didn't have accountability. So now I have accountability. So I'm grateful for that. And making sure to drink water, fresh food first. So
Mm,
that means the closer the item is to when it came off whatever plant it came from, the better.
or animal.
So yeah.
So the um, and to use the fat in your body as fuel.
Mhm.
So we remove adding fat in our to our food.
Okay.
Okay. And it's just for the first roughly 40, it's 40 days, right? Because
40 days.
it's in three phases. Okay.
Okay.
It's three phases. Phase one is 37 days,
Hmm.
and is in that you avoid all added oil. That means
Hmm.
no butter, no ghee, no canola, no olive oil, none of those things. In your cooking, you cook with broth and vinegars. Okay.
But I
So,
can't use my bacon fat.
no, you cannot.
I mean, that
Uh,
comes out of the bacon. It's not necessarily added per se. Okay. All right.
you can save it for when you can save it for
For day
day
40.
28, day 48, 40
Okay.
whatever. Anyway, avoid added sugar. Your
Hmm.
sugars will come from natural sources like the fruit that's on the approved list.
Hmm.
You will hold on, let me pull up my list because you uh so added sugars, added oils, and artificial sweeteners, except for stevia, because stevia is from a plant. All the sucralose and dextrose and
All those
maltodextrose,
oses.
all the roses. I know this is going to be hard for you, but it's only for the
I
first.
don't do those. Like, yeah.
No,
I
no, no, no.
mean,
The next part
oh,
is nuts and seeds. You
uh,
reintroduce those in
I love nuts. I love
yes,
nuts.
yes,
Nuts love me.
yes. You will reintroduce those. You'll reintroduce those in phase two and phase three. Okay.
Okay.
Dairy only one time a week as cottage cheese. This is only allowed. Skip the
Okay.
alcohol and processed foods. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So what can you eat? Easy, lean protein. I like to think of it as four ounces if by land, six if by sea.
Okay.
Um,
So-
so just and keep a and what is that? That's roughly and cooked or uncooked. It really doesn't matter because you're in such a calorie deficit that if you do 4 ounces uncooked and you cook it, it's less than 4 ounces. I recommend cooked, but
Mhm.
hey, you do what works best for you. But 4 ounces is about the size of your palm,
Mhm.
as well as I mean in fish, seafood, it's going to be more than your palm because it's going to be 6 ounces, and because seafood is tends to be lighter by volume, it'll be more. Like I had
Yeah.
two tilapia fillets, and together they were 6 ounces.
Okay. That's a
Okay.
nice size. Hmm.
Yeah. Unlimited vegetables from the approved list. Now the approved list has uh, primarily leafy vegetables with
Where do we find
zucchini
this
and squash.
approved?
I will send it to
Okay.
you.
Okay.
I
You
will send I will send
can you post it in the comments? Don't forget to like and subscribe. But yeah, don't post it in the comments so that yeah, it's there
well
for
yeah
them too.
well yeah I can post a link to it.
Cool.
Um
Thanks.
and fruit, again, there is a list of
Hmm.
one serving per meal.
Okay.
And so the way that it kind of breaks itself down is and 2 meals a day in an 8-hour eating window. Okay.
Okay.
And each meal consists of one protein serving,
Okay.
one fruit serving,
Okay.
and then three or more vegetable
Vegetables.
servings from the
Okay.
list. Right. And so if you happen to get hungry between meals, you can snack on approved vegetables.
Mm-hmm.
Celery sticks are my favorite at the moment because, I read something years ago that celery almost has a negative calorie count because it takes more for your body to process it than the calories
All
that they
that
build
good
in your body.
fiber
Yeah, good
and
fiber.
water.
Right.
Hey,
um,
Trixie.
drink and electrolytes every day.
Mm-hmm.
Something Find something that is not sugared with, that is not sweetened with anything other than stevia,
Okay.
and drink your water. Half your body weight in ounces per day. For me, that
Okay.
is right around a gallon. It's over a gallon and a half.
Okay.
Okay, and so that is phase one, and that's for the first 37 days. Phase two is day 38, 39, and 40.
Okay.
And in phase two, you double your protein
Okay.
on the first day of it. So day
Mm-hmm.
38, you double your protein, and
Okay.
for the subsequent days.
Okay.
And then day 39, you will begin to introduce healthy fats. So if you want to use oil or add
Mm-hmm.
in some avocados and nuts, you can do that. And then if you choose to, on day 40, you can remove um, the eating window.
Okay.
Okay,
So how
following
would
the
these
same.
go ahead. Follow the same. Go ahead and finish. I had a question.
You would follow the same eating for the 3 days in phase two of
Mm-hmm.
2 meals with just the addition of, instead of 4 ounces of protein, 4 or 6, it would be 8 or 12 of your
Okay.
choice.
Okay.
Still a fruit, still the vegetables. And you can break it up throughout the day. This is just a really simplified uh, version. It's really, the important part is that you honor your eating window or what
Mm-hmm.
have you, and you get all the servings in, right? And
Okay.
so if sitting down and eating 3 cups worth of vegetables, if you want to do something high volume, that could be
Mm-hmm.
3 cups worth of vegetables, fruit, and if your body just don't work that way, then break it
Mm-hmm.
up into smaller portions as long as you make sure you get your servings each day.
Okay.
Okay. And
Okay.
electrolytes. This is really, really, really important because um, your body will need electrolytes on this plan,
Yes.
right? The Some of what you get in some of the added oils and some of the seeds and nuts are in electrolytes, but if you're not
Mm-hmm.
consuming those, your body will miss them. And
Okay.
so get a good. I found one at the consumer value store that was on sale. That sweetened with stevia that I drink each day, and it's
Mm-hmm.
Ulta. But there are plenty of brands on the market.
Mm-hmm.
Energy has one that was sweetened with stevia as well, a tropical fruit that was kind of delicious.
And
So
you can make a natural electrolyte water with, I think, sliced cucumber by letting it sit in there
yes,
overnight and a
it's
dash of the
baking
Himalayan salt.
soda, Himalayan salt, this whatever the stuff, the salt free, the salt. It's called snake juice. I saw a content creator make some, and
Hmm.
I'll see if I can find a link and I'll post it in the
Okay.
comments of this video when I post it
Okay.
online.
Yep.
Like yeah, so I mean the great part about this, like I said, it's really simple and straightforward. Um, and it's yeah, and you do it over a course of 60 days. But my program is 66 days because it's 3 days of prep.
Hmm.
So give
So this is going to
yourself
start on,
February 1st,
right.
2026.
Good job. Okay.
So 3 days of prep
Hmm.
to get your grocery shopping done, read over the food list, think about some meal prep, like prepare yourself and prepare your family, right? I'm
Hmm.
not eating that right now. Um,
Make
and
sure to
so
post any questions that you have down in the comments so that we can address them in future videos. Come on
perfect.
and join us. You know you want to
There'll be
get
a
this community on.
there'll be a link in the chat. I might not the chat, but there'll be a link in the description notes for uh, information to sign up for this cohort or a future one.
Okay.
Um, as because I am, let's see, I'm only a few pounds away from having dropped 20 pounds this year.
Okay. Ow.
T.
Since the
Uh,
beginning of 2026, you mean in the
since the
last three
beginning of
weeks?
yes, since the beginning of 2026.
Okay.
So
Okay. Rock
and
on.
I
Let's
feel
go.
great. Like I'm sleeping better.
Let's
My skin is skinny.
go. Okay.
Um, and
Nice.
yeah, so it's been because I mean, I don't feel like there's any guesswork, right? I
Okay.
have my 3 compartment containers. I put my protein in one, I put my fruit in one, and I put my veggies in the largest one. Or
Mm-hmm.
I froze some down at my office so that if I'm ever
Okay.
like out and about and I need to open my eating window,
Mm-hmm.
I know where I can go. That's
Yeah,
simple. I have
that's good.
salad stuff here at home that I can easily, get at, and I meal prepped. So, and the great thing about this is like there's no prohibition against any type of spices, right? Just
Woohoo!
no oil, no sugar. So check your spice blends because they love to throw sugar in there or
Ah.
dextrose or maltodextrose or what have you in the
Mm-hmm.
thing. So, but if you like your cayenne pepper, oh, speaking of cayenne pepper,
Mm-hmm.
I
That's good for you.
yes, I have my crazy shot.
Okay.
I
What's a
mix it up.
crazy shot? The people watching don't know what a crazy shot is.
I know I'm going to say it's apple cider vinegar shot with apple cider vinegar with the mother,
Mm-hmm.
ground ginger, ground cinnamon, ground turmeric,
Okay.
and cayenne pepper
Okay.
mixed up in a bottle. The spices tend to settle while it sits. If I shake it up really good, get me a shot glass, measure myself out a shot. I might pour it into a bottle and pound that down with my
Mm-hmm.
electrolytes. It helps reduce the food noise. Funny because I quite a few of my friends. I was telling one of my friends this week about. I was asking like, what are some of the wins that you've had this week, and they were telling
Mm-hmm.
me, and they asked me about my wins. I was like, hey, I'm doing this and this and this, and I'm really excited about this protocol. And he's like, interesting way to put that protocol without really saying anything. But if you're doing the shot, like it's okay. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, if I was doing the shot, I would say I'm doing the shot. Like there's no shame in doing the shot. But my doctor told me I don't qualify for the shot because I'm too
Mm-hmm.
healthy. I
Right.
don't have any of the marker. Well, yeah, I don't have
Mm-hmm.
any of the markers to be considered type 2 diabetic or
Mm-hmm.
what have you. My aches and pains are my aches and pains, but they're not anything severe that keep me from being able to live my life, so on and so
Mm-hmm.
forth. So, qualify. And they offered
Right.
to, give me something that would have messed with my heart function, but I don't, that doesn't sound
Right. I
appealing to
like my
me.
heart beating right in my
Right.
chest.
Right here.
Okay.
So again, here we
Some
are.
side effects.
And we
Some
are,
side
and
effects.
right. And we are feeling really good about it.
Okay.
I did my, measurements last week. It'll be time for me to do some more measurements this week
Okay.
to track where where the inches are coming off of. Oh, speaking of inches, because following this program during the first 40 days, you're at a significant calorie deficit. There's
Mm-hmm.
no strenuous exercise. Don't
Okay.
start weightlifting. Don't start Zumba, high intensity cardio. Go for a walk.
Right. Right.
Just get a walk in. Move
Okay.
your body, maybe do some yoga, do something very relaxing and not overly strenuous because you're going to
Right.
be operating under a significant calorie deficit. I've been tracking my calories
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, honestly, quite surprised at how few calories they are because I am
Mm-hmm.
packing the vegetables in. But you know what the thing
Okay.
about vegetables? Vegetables
They're
are
very
very low
satisfying.
calorie
Yes.
and they're satiating. Like my chopped salad is the
Mm-hmm.
thing of legend. You feel
Okay.
me? Like they're like
Legendary
the
salads.
chopped spinach, the chopped romaine, the chopped
Mm-hmm.
squash, the chopped onions. I prep all those things together in a container.
Mm-hmm.
So all I gotta do is fill up my bowl, pop off my protein, sprinkle in my the vinaigrette dressing that I made,
Mm-hmm.
and Bob's your uncle. We're eating a good salad. When I finish that salad, I'm like, man, I am satisfied.
Nice.
Yeah. So, anywho, I'm excited. I think that, um, yeah. So, unlike many other programs, I'm not sell. I am selling the. If you want to do the program yourself, I'll sell you the material. You can go alone.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I but I am. This is a group coaching opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
So it is 60 days starting. Well, the actual eating plan will start February 1, but
Mm-hmm.
we'll do from the 29th, 30th, and 31st. We'll do our prep days. We'll have some
Mm-hmm.
conversations via text. We'll have an online opportunity, probably through GroupMe,
Mm-hmm.
to connect people who are doing the program together so that we can kind of stay away from the noise of social media. There's a lot of noise on social media about everything.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you're really focusing on your health and wellness, your health and well being coming into this community, you can just pull up your phone and have a chat with other people in the community who are following the plan, and then you'll get some advice. And so,
Nice. Okay.
um, yeah, so we will, um, yeah, more. I'm really excited. I think this is going to be a great opportunity to learn together and overcome the obstacles. And I think the biggest challenge is going to be like making the decision to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I learned that we are the most convincing people we have ever met to ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
We talk ourselves into and out of literally everything that we have ever done.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, this plan is really for someone who has 10, at least 10 pounds to lose, 10 on up, over 10 pounds to lose,
Mm-hmm.
wants to do it in a healthy way, is
Mm-hmm.
ready to go a little. I don't like to use the word extreme because there's really nothing extreme about it other than
Mm-hmm.
we are cutting out some things that, yes, in small quantities are good for you, and
Mm-hmm.
fasting from them is good for you as well,
Mm-hmm.
you know? So I'm not one to say that like all sugar is bad or all oils are bad. No,
Mm-hmm.
fasting from added sugar for a
Right.
period of time and fasting from added oils for a period of time can be good for our bodies.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Right.
And so, um, yeah, I have
Okay.
not fully developed the program for vegans
Mm-hmm.
because my daughter's not home. But when she does come this summer,
Is that something that
um,
she's interested in?
I'll find out. Like I
Okay.
said, if it is, I'll find out and well figure out. Man, talk with my friend who's a doctor who has a doctorate in nutrition about
Okay.
ways to modify this plan so that it can work well for her if she's interested. I don't even know. I don't even think she. Whatever.
Okay. Right.
And
Oh,
again,
right, fine. Invited, not obligated.
yeah,
We're inviting you
that
to
part,
make a choice that the you 5 years from now will thank you for. So,
100%.
yeah, and
So
this is also an opportunity to build community with other people who are working on the same thing that you are. So, If you're tired of
Potentially all
going it
across the
alone,
country.
right. Share this video. If you are tired of going it alone, you can join us by watching the videos and sharing it so that other people that may be interested can come along for the ride. You have some time to get in on this first iteration as we continue to make changes that will help benefit our bodies, our minds, and our spirits overall. So, yeah, I invite you to come along to learn some things about yourself and other people. And like, yeah, grow in the process, and we'll all be better for it on the other end.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
So, just to recap, registration is open now through January 28th, the 29th, 30th, and 31st. We will have a few short information sessions with the enrolled participants, with starting our energy reset on Sunday, February 1st, 2026, and going for the next 60 days with recap days at days 61, 62, and 63.
Okay.
As we close out, it's going to be really important that, like, and this is for someone who is really tired of waiting for the next pill, potion, or shake.
Hmm.
They want to be able to learn enough about food and their own bodies to go it alone once they reach their ideal body composition and feel comfortable and confident in that body throughout the entire process.
Right.
And we're loving our bodies where we are with
Hmm.
positive imagery, with positive outlook, with good quality food. And we're taking the steps that our future self will thank us for, that we'll be able to
Yes,
look back on uh, this day as a day that you made a decision for you that paid off in a way that you never could have imagined.
exactly.